the midwife said that she thinks she's lying back to back with me at the minute. All her feet and stuff are all up here.
We the Grimwades, welcome to the show. Spreading good vibes, gonna let everybody know. There's a window to our lives, so watch everybody grow. And everybody's welcome, from the royals to the pros. Yeah, love and checking out the journey. Big fam, couple guys, couple girlies. We're spreading happiness from early. Subscribe to the vibe, you heard me?
Oh my days. Let's turn it all the way down.
Yes, Grimwade gang, I hope you're okay. It is the evening time, but we thought we would get in a little bit of a video for you because we wanted to update you on what is going on with baby number 7 right about now. Where's the baby? Are you mummy's baby? Is this the baby?
Yeah.
Oh, are you not mummy's baby anymore? Oh, that is so sweet. Houston's been on this. I'm like, where's the baby? She definitely points here. She's not the baby anymore. You big girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's good. But we've hit the 3rd trimester. We're coming towards the end of the pregnancy. I've got 6 weeks left. I'm actually technically 34 weeks tomorrow. And I'm going to go for a little trip to the hospital this evening just for a checkup.
We're not allowed to come.
So basically, with everything that's been going on at the moment, I think for this little checkup, because it's not like an emergency or anything, it's just me that has to go. Like, I have to produce a negative lateral flow test before I go. You get it down? There you go. But what's been happening is, obviously, you guys have seen that I've had a couple of scans during this pregnancy. So I had my 12-week scan and I had my 20-week scan, and I've actually got a 36-week scan booked in, not next week, the week after. So stay tuned to find out, obviously, not stay tuned on this video, but another video to find out how that all goes. But in between that, this is the difference between this pregnancy and all the others. I've not had any maternity checkups. So usually I will have like checkups where they go and measure the baby, like from here to here, and check the baby's moving okay. Why have you got food, fam? Why have you got food? Okay, sit down so you can eat it nicely. Good girl. Check that the baby's moving okay and all that kind of stuff. But they just haven't been doing that this time around. So I don't know if it's to do with the fact of the time that we're in, or whether it's to do with the fact that it's baby number 7. I kind of feel like it's quite a lot to do with the fact that it's baby number 7. They're like, just do your thing. You're fine. But basically, I've had so much pelvic pain. Do you know what mummy's had? So much pelvic pain. It's just been ridiculous. I am finding it hard to walk. If you've been on our Grimwade family stories, if you follow us on Instagram at the Grimwade family, or me on Instagram at Ella Grimwade, you would have seen that I put up like a little chat about, oh my gosh, like who else has experienced not being able to move properly in pregnancy. And when I called the hospital, they were basically like, oh, pelvic pain is quite a common thing in pregnancy, can sometimes even lead to ladies being on crutches. I was like, what? But literally, Harper, come and tell the Grimwade gang what mummy's like when she's walking around. How's mummy?
Tired?
I am tired, but what do I look like?
How does mummy walk?
How do I walk when I'm
at the moment?
Like the old one. What?
I was going to say you can show the breast. That's fair enough. I think that paints the picture.
Look at all these Mickey takers. Poor mummy.
I'm not trying to take it. You asked me what I look like.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight legs. She's just walking like that.
What's that?
She just has straight legs.
Okay.
He's trying to have my back in it. But no, Tuesday Harper's right. I can't ask a question and complain about the answer when she tells me the truth. But you were saying, Mum, are you okay? Because I was walking through the house, like holding on to the sides as I was walking, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you was like, Mum, are you alright? And you was trying to hold my hand, weren't you?
Yeah.
Very sweet of you. Thank you very much.
But I'm actually right.
You actually what? You're actually right. Well, I haven't been walking straight legged.
You're just trying to back your mummy, innit?
Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Give me a hug.
You wasn't right.
This kid.
This boy. Rude.
Like?
Don't be nasty, right?
She was right.
I'm joking.
Okay, alright, fair enough. When Daddy gets involved, you're joking.
Innit? Bubba, there's no space.
Rude, go and put a t-shirt on, please. Thank you very much, Mr. Chillin' and Maxin, all cool.
Yeah, so I'm literally, my friend's going to come pick me up. Amy is going to come and pick me up from home just because I don't know how long I'm going to be there. But also, it's not really just for the pelvic pain. Although I'm 34 weeks pregnant, Halo, I think I've mentioned before, hasn't been the most movie baby. Like, she hasn't moved a lot. She has moved, and she's had her little kind of times where she's moved around. You want to come sit on Mummy's lap? You're a bit smaller. You want a hug? What? Oh, you want to hug this side? Thank you. She's had her little times where she's moved around, but her movements have definitely slowed down a bit. And then the midwife said to the midwife said to me, "Oh, if it's slowed down at 34 weeks, you should definitely why don't you two do that over there? You should definitely come in and check." Get like the baby monitored and whatnot. So that's what I'm going to do. Tim is very sure that the baby's fine.
Yeah.
All is good.
Totally fine.
I'm sure that she's fine, but it's just good to get a checkup, you know. So that's what I'm about to go and do right about now. Hey guys, so I've got to the hospital. Amy just dropped me off. Definitely waddling. Pelvis is so sore. I've got to go to delivery suite because that's where they will carry out, oops, sorry, I'm in the dark, aren't I? That's where they will carry out any assessments that you lot can see what I look like. There I am. Look at the baby. That's what kind of size I am right now. That's where they will carry out the assessment and see what's happening. Sure, everything should be fine, hopefully. But we're just going to check her movements, check that she's moving all okay. Come on then, let's go. I'm already out of breath. So guys, I have had my blood pressure taken and I've given a sample as well. So somebody's going to check those and then come and speak to me in a minute. The lady said to me, "Oh, how's your it's a very awkward position I'm in. How's your blood pressure been so far?" And I said, "Well, I've not had any maternity appointments, so I don't know. But apparently when you're low risk, they kind of leave you to it. I guess, especially when it's your 7th. So yeah, it's very quiet here today. But yeah, I think I'm just wanting to know that she's okay because of her reduced movements, just checking that everything's all right, because I looked it up earlier online and obviously you can't believe everything you look up online, but it said at 34 weeks they're supposed to move 10 times in an hour. It's like, she definitely doesn't move 10 times in an hour, so yeah, we'll see what they're saying. I know that she's creating a lot of pressure on my lower abdomen at the moment and my pelvis is so sore. So I just can't walk properly. The joys. But we know it will all be worth it in the end. Definitely will be. So it's just a waiting game at the moment, waiting to have someone come and probably put a monitor on, I would reckon, and just monitor the baby's heartbeat. And I'll probably sleep whilst that's going on. So guys, I'm laid down on the bed. I now have the monitor on, and this is the current situation. As you can see here. Oh, hold that away, that's a bit better, isn't it? So yeah, I'm strapped up to the monitor, and basically her heart is being monitored for 20 minutes, and I've got this buzzer in my hand here. I've got to click every time I feel her move. So I've got to do that for 20 minutes, and if all is well, I can go. If there needs to do any further checks, then I'll stay in a bit longer. But once I started having the straps put on, of course she started wanting to kick around and da-da-da. The midwife said that she thinks she's lying back to back with me at the minute. All her feet and stuff are all up here, her feet and her bum and everything, which I guess means she's head down, getting ready. But yeah, I'll tell you what, this pregnancy has not been the most comfortable one at all. But I assume a lot of that you know, uncomfortableness, discomfort today, especially is because of the way she's lying. So I know sometimes like a baby can like lie on your nerves and stuff like that. Like I did that apparently to my mum when she was pregnant with me. I was getting on her nerves straight away. But yeah, so you can hear her heartbeat. You can see over there, I think. That machine there. So hopefully you can see that. Yeah, hopefully it will be well. Prayers, definitely welcome. Thank you. So I am back out in the waiting area, just chilling, relaxing, waiting to be picked up. All was fine with the baby. Absolutely everything is fine with Halo. So of course, when they put the monitor straps on my belly, she decided to start moving around a bit more. That always happens, you know, like when you go to the doctors and you've had an issue or you've had a pain, and when you go, the pain is just not there. On the other hand, obviously she wasn't moving that much earlier. As soon as the straps went on and she was being monitored, she wanted to kick and bloody blah. So I was monitored for 20 minutes and she definitely moved around in that time. The doctor and the midwife both looked at the results of, I think it's called a CTG, and they were happy with them. They said all looks well. The reason why I'm in so much pain is because of how she's lying at the moment. So she is literally back to back at the moment. So we can feel feet and bum and arms and stuff at the front of my belly, but she's lying back to back. So I was saying, what can I do to change her? And the midwife said, apparently getting down on your hands and knees and being in that kind of all fours position can sometimes help. But she's like, to be honest, there's just no need, like, because obviously, sorry, excuse my yawning, obviously there's still 6 weeks to go before she's actually due, and she can turn in that time. I wanted to find out what size she was, but they said I'll just have to wait for the scan to kind of find out her sizing. So I've got that in a couple of weeks, so I'm sure once I know, she'll let you know. And what else did I need to update you on? Oh, I was having a few dizzy spells, but apparently my last set of bloods was fine. I'm surprised they weren't showing that I was anemic or something, but apparently my last set of bloods are fine, and yeah, they're not worried about that. They're just probably tired. I'm probably tired, they said, because I do so much or what have you. But yeah, and the pressure I'm feeling, it's totally normal, especially at this stage in the pregnancy. And also because she's back to back, I'm feeling all that extra pressure. So yeah, all fun times in the world of pregnancy right now. Oh mate, I think the hardest thing about the first trimester for me is usually the sickness. The hardest thing about the second trimester is usually just feeling a bit, what's the word? A bit still sicky, but not throwing up. I got a little bit of energy back, but still not feeling quite myself. And then third trimester, I tend to kind of, sorry, 2 seconds, guys. Sorry, I'm back. Yes. And then the third trimester, I think the hardest thing is just how uncomfortable I feel. So obviously because the belly is so big, it's really difficult to get comfortable. And especially this time round with her being in the position that she has been in, I think for quite a few weeks really. That's just making me feel more and more uncomfortable. So I'm hoping she turns. There's still time for her to turn. Hopefully she will. Put in the comment section below if you've experienced a baby being back to back before labour and what you did to try and turn them round. I think with Rue or Houston, quite close to my due date, they were still back to back. But I don't remember feeling so much pain. But then they turned before. Did they turn? I'm not sure if Houston did, you know. If you go back and watch my labour video with Houston Scarlett, the way she comes out, her head is facing upwards. So her face is facing upwards. So I guess that means she was, yeah, I guess that means she was back to back when she came out. But I just know for sure, I've definitely not felt this much pressure and pain in like my pelvis. So yeah, today when I was at home, I was at home with 5 of the children, and Tim and Hezzy were out at football. I was basically just instructing people as to what to do. And then when they came home, same thing. Go do this, go do that, pick that up for me, please, blah, blah, blah. That's what you gotta do. Mama's gotta do what mama's gotta do in order to get through. There you go, that's it. So yeah, Grimwade gang, that is the update on baby number 7 in the 3rd trimester. I think if it wasn't for my hernia on the front of my belly, I would get a, belt to support my belly a bit. But anything squeezing on the front of my tummy right now is very uncomfortable. And then if I put anything under my belly, it just makes me need to go to the toilet constantly. So that's not very helpful either. But yes, that's our update. I'm glad we've been able to update you. I've got 6 weeks left. Still don't know the exact date of when we're moving. That's going to be interesting, especially with how my pelvis feels right now. But hey, we've got plenty of hands. Tim has strong muscles, so it's all good. I can just verbally direct as to what needs to be done. Oh dear. But yeah, thank you for joining us, guys. Thank you for joining us on another vlog. I think the children and Tim are at my mum's now. And Hezzy was messaging me saying, Mum, are you okay? Bless them. They do get concerned that all is okay. So I shall fill them in with what I've just filled you in on, and let them know everything is all right with their baby sister and everything is all right with mummy. And I know that once I give birth, my body will pop back to normal after a little while. You know, I'm not going to go in too hard, but also going to make sure that I do my exercises and stuff to get myself back on track physically. And fortunately, usually after having babies, I do manage to kind of snap back into my usual physical state, which is much better than this one, pretty quickly. So I'm looking forward to doing that and being a bit more mobile in life. Anyway, I love you, Grimwade gang. Thanks for joining us again. We'll see you on the next vlog. Bye.